at the best free throw shooting point guards from the regular season. A very steady group at the line. Well, you look at Champ, second in the NBA. He's so great from the line.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome is going to be. So it sort of prevents the defense from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
That's exactly right. I mean, you'd rather dare shot than risk sending them to the stripe. That's almost 3 points for them. At least there's a chance they'll miss from the floor.
LeBron, he's checked in for Champ. Deciding to change it up. Nets trail by 3. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Collison, beyond the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Champs check in for the Cavaliers. Cleveland leading by 3. Got a piece of it. It's taken away by Collison. Goes up. And it's Roten finishing it off.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
Now here's Harkless. Collison up top. He dishes it to Sloan. Back to Collison. Lets it go from 11. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
I'm here with Kevin.
Okay, guys, listen up. We're on the brink of a big win here. If we can build on the positives and
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again.
What a performance from Jennings here. He's got 14 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
They've got Gobert. Tony Roten out there with Jennings. Then it's Young. It's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Outside Jennings. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grady. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hey, guys. Champ in their last game against the Nets put on a show. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
Roten dishes to Gobert. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Wallace with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And again, it's Cleveland.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Nets trail by 3. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Roten sets the screen for Jennings. He kicks it to Young. Bullock with the rebound. Bullock's got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the inside. Stolen. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. He's got 6.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high percentage shot.
Bullock kicks to Love. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Grady. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got his 3rd assist on the night.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Nets trail by 3. Outside Jennings, and it's blocked by Bullock. They retain possession. Feeds it to Roten. It's back to Jennings. A second chance effort. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Bullock. He's got 12. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. From about 16, ejected by Young, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Jennings. He's got 15. Pass to Young. Roten kicks to Jennings.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Harris has checked in. Cavaliers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Passes to Bullock. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Good night for Kevin Love. He's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
It's Young on the wing. Outside Jennings. Goes up to the stripe, and the shot is good. Jennings has got it all tied up now for the Nets.
You know, his performance has been so important to this team. He's as dependable as ever, guys.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Love wide open. He fires. Drills the baseline jumper. Love's got 6 here in this quarter. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Roten. That's good.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Bullock passes to Love. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Grady. That one wide left. And the Cavaliers with possession. Here's Bullock. Shot is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity. And Young kicks to Jennings. And Champ gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Sloan's checked in, and Maurice Harkless subbed in for Thaddeus Young. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Duncan, he's checked in for Iman Shumpert. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, they forced a decent number of turnovers in this one, fellas, and they've turned most of those turnovers into points.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
And the Nets making a change here. Alexander's checked in. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 14-6 run. Jennings dishes to Harkless. And there's the pass to Alexander. Takes it off the glass. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
And a chance now to look at the top-scoring big men during the regular season. Third is Kevin Love.
You know, that's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. Game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Yeah, it's almost like you've got to pick your poison. Either you leave other areas of the floor open and put some extra bodies down low, or you risk one of these guys running wild on it.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Pass to Alexander. The feed to Harkless. Outside Collison. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Screen by Scola. Out to Duncan. Tries a three. That's good. Duncan's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Collison, the pass to Harkless. It's stolen by Harris. Pushing it up. Duncan kicks to Bullock. Screen by Scola. Bullock dishes to Scola from 8. Out to Harris, and stolen by Jennings. And now it's Jennings running. He can go all the way. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Allen's checked in for Cleveland.
Now, one more make would have been awfully nice, but I'm sure they're happy just to take the lead.
Bullock kicks to Scola. And Love gets it to go. 19 points for Kevin Love. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. Guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put up.
Looking over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Mark.
it is.
Yeah.
Me too. This has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard up there.
Throws it up high. Just 5 on the clock. Good. 8 points for Luis Scola. Brooklyn trailing. Jennings with the ball. He's got 23. Harkless the pass to Jennings. Connects from three-point range. Jennings has got 12 now in this quarter.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Bullock dishes to Love. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Harkless, and he dunks it down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Lets it go from the wing. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. That's 7 points here for Harkless. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Screen by Scola. Bullock kicks to Scola. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to